Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm back.
You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, let's run it back.
Guys, what are we doing tonight? Are you guys excited? Push the pedal on my heart, drive me like NASCAR, with the pedal and the start. NASCAR release party, baby.
Everybody do one of the Hannah Montana transitions. I'll start. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, oh, whoa.
Then we just blew up balloons for Stella's party. It was so fun, and she was honestly not really surprised because she was part of the process, but very, very excited.
Yeah. Hello, beautiful. I'm trying to zoom in. Yeah. Oh, it's right. Yeah. Oh.
Ariel's birthday was a week before this, and we went to a sip and paint class, which was super fun. And then we went to this club called Taj, which I'm sure you guys have heard of, and we just turned up. I found myself journaling a lot this past year, and it was honestly so useful for many reasons, but this was just one of the days I did that.
I'm getting ready to hang out with my coworker today. We're gonna go to the Union Square holiday shops, probably gonna grab lunch and then see where the day takes us. I'm sick of like trying to plan everything out. Life is too short. Like, I'm sick. I'm sick. Not literally sick, but I'm sick. All right, I'm gonna head out in a second, so I'll see you guys when I get to the holiday markets. I'm super excited because this is my favorite time of the year. I don't care. I don't care about anything else right now, okay? I may have stress, I may have sadness, I may be struggling, but holidays, like, that's enough for me to actually be okay. So I will see you guys there.
So I met up with my friend Samaya at the Union Square Holiday Market, and we just vibed out, you guys. And I swear, if you haven't been to the Union Square Market during the Christmas season, you have to go, especially if you live in New York. And if you don't and you're visiting, please check it out. It is amazing. And then we just went thrifting for a little bit. Not that we really got anything, but we did check out a few shops and then decided to go for dinner at Soother, which was delicious. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't been yet. It is such a good Thai spot. And then we capped our day at Spot, which is a beautiful dessert place. Please also check that out if you haven't been.
Wonder if the people I go to notice how I'll never let them get down. If I keep my head on the water, I won't have to face you when I drown.
After work one day, Samaya and I went to the Bryant Park Holiday Market as well because we don't discriminate, and if we went to the Union Square one, then you best believe we're going to have some good food at the Bryant Park one. At the beginning of the year, I decided that I wanted to start posting again, and in order to do that, I just had to gather my thoughts together. I had to figure out exactly how I wanted to do it and how I wanted to approach it, so journaling really helped during this time as well.
Say hi, Stella.
And I see a really cute dog. Oh, wow.
Hey.
I love how you can see yourself there.
We're having a nice little chill Sunday today. We're just vibing. Come with us to the holiday markets shortly.
As you can tell, we obviously did not make it to the holiday market, and instead we just ate food, and I caught Stella up on some stuff that was going on, and it was just a vibe.
How true was that?
Yeah, that was real.
Tracing your path on the interstate, face fogging up the glass, I'm losing my grasp on the situation, and nothing feels familiar. I know.
So good.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
beautiful.
good.
I'm obsessed with this song.
It's where he says,
Tracing your path on the interstate, face fogging up the glass, and I'm losing my grasp on the situation, and nothing feels familiar. I know.
You can also speak
What
it.
the
It's
fuck?
literally
I
like
know, it's poetry.
slam poetry.
It's poetry.
Then we just played some tunes and hung out for the rest of the afternoon. I am currently in Astor Place and I'm just kind of vibing before I go shopping with my friend Mia. And I do have my phone right here because it's my handy dandy mic, if you will. So this is Mia.
Hi guys.
We're gonna go shopping today. Gonna go thrifting, maybe go to Washington Square Park. I don't know. Have you ever been to Washington Square
No.
Park before? So Mia just moved here from Georgia. I was gonna say New Orleans, but Georgia. We're gonna head over to the thrift shop shortly. We're just gonna like vibe, drink our coffee, and then maybe go to the park. After drinking our coffee, we went to Buffalo Exchange and honestly found some good pieces, which is rare nowadays, especially for a good price. So I soaked it all in and we decided not to go to Washington Square Park because you know what? We were having too good of a day just shopping. In February, I packed for my trip to go to San Francisco, and here's a little snippet of that.
One thing that I can do is the POA, like fill that out and send it to her, and then re-docket some deadlines and then make the list for her. Oh my god, you guys, we are in San Francisco and I did not vlog the night before. It was a very interesting story because I hopped on that flight and then we had to do an emergency landing in Utah, which was not that great because it was a medical issue, and so we had to get someone off the plane, but I made it. Now I am about to go out on my first night in the city. Today is a solo night. I'm actually kind of excited to explore. There are a few places around my hotel that I want to visit, and then I have to also go to Walgreens to pick up a few things. Here we are with no context. I wanted to come to San Francisco, so I'm in San Francisco. I don't think you really need a reason, you know what I mean, to travel. I am here for 9 days. So, or 9 nights. So my first night was last night. I have 8 more nights to go. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a trip, you guys, literally and metaphorically. But let me get started on getting ready. I'm gonna play some music, so cue the elevator music, if you will. So I am ready and I'm ready to go out. My makeup kind of looks fire, not gonna lie. Still on my no foundation energy, and yet we're slaying. I think so. So let's go and have a fun night in the city, grab some dinner, and hit up a karaoke bar because if I'm not singing, what am I doing?
After getting ready, I went to a restaurant by my hotel and had this delicious grilled cheese sandwich and went to a karaoke bar. And the rest of my trip, I did not get footage, you guys, which is crazy, but I was having a great time with my best friend, and sometimes that's all that matters. No footage needed. March came and went, and honestly, I got 0 footage of that month, including my birthday month, which is April, as some of you may or may not know, but honestly, that's life. In May, I ended up going to LA, which was a fun trip for many reasons, but also a little bit traumatic. LOL, love that for me. But we may or may not get into it at one point or another. Not gonna lie, LA was beautiful though. I hadn't been in a year and I stayed at this beautiful hotel. It was really like a Sonder escape, but it was super beautiful and I got to see some friends, enjoy the beach, and honestly, I was loving it. I'm so happy to be back. It's a little insane. I have had a lot to discuss with you guys over the past year and a half almost now. It's a little crazy to think about, but a lot of amazing stuff has happened and it's time for a new chapter. It's time to like embark on this journey for myself, and I've missed it so much. It's not even a joke. Like the way I've been on autopilot for the past year and a half and just like, I wouldn't even say stunted, but just like creatively stunted for sure, is like insane. And I'm just so grateful to be back and excited to start this new chapter. And like, this rebrand, which is just basically a new chapter in real life. I have so many great content ideas for you guys, and I obviously want to hear what you guys want from me as well. So it's like a collaboration with you guys as well, which I'm really excited about. Let me just drink my coffee. So over the last year and a half, I was working at a law firm, which was a great opportunity in terms of seeing the legal field, because I really was interested and still am to a degree, but learning about the corporate world was very, very good. And like, I think that really shapes and like brings me to this point here today with you guys. I decided to leave the firm a few days ago. I put in my 2 weeks. There are a lot of reasons why I put in my 2 weeks, but mainly because I really miss being creative. Like, the legal field is awesome for a lot of things, and maybe if I was a lawyer, I would be able to delve into the creative side of it, but it's very structured, and there's not a lot of room, at least as a paralegal, to be innovative and creative, and even if that's the case, it's still within the realm of law or whatever law you're practicing. And I worked in IP, which was awesome because YouTube and the things that I want to do in the future correlate with trademarking. So it was cool to see the behind the scenes of that aspect, but there was a lot that was stressful and like wasn't really exciting to me. And I don't know if it's because it was IP or if it's law in its entirety, but I realized that I have to leave in order to figure that out. So I put in my 2 weeks and I'm here, and it's crazy because I'm taking a huge risk to like live my life and also find a path that I really enjoy, either inside or outside of YouTube. And that's something that I want to show you guys about, because even myself, the reason I took a corporate job was because I was like, well, that's what you're supposed to do after college. I got my bachelor's, so what's next? It's like a job, and then after that, it's like maybe another degree and then another job. And I feel like there's always room to get into the corporate world, no matter how old you are and the skills that you've acquired. But I also realize that like I need experiences. I'm too young to be this unhappy, you know, and this stressed. And, you know, I'm stressed for someone else's benefit at the end. It's not my own goal, and that in itself stressed me out, because I was like, when I was actively just doing YouTube, it was for me, so it was worth the stress, you know what I mean? I feel like a huge spark again in my life that has just disappeared. And if you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you might have seen some stuff, and people were like, where are you? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, girl, mentally unwell, but physically, I guess, working, you know, but I would like to be physically working, but also mentally well. So, you know, that's why this decision was honestly relatively easy to make. Corporate figures it out. The turnaround is always there, so they're always hiring. It's not a big deal. And I think I felt so stressed about letting my boss down, and not doing what I actually authentically felt for the past like 3-4 months. I would say since my birthday, maybe even, it was living unauthentically for me. But yeah, so now we're here. Today is July 16th, I believe, or 15th. I have 2 more weeks at my job, and after that, I will be basically content creating full time. But I also have other things lined up in terms of figuring out my next path, my next journey. And I'm really excited for that. And I want to show you guys what it's like, because I'm considering a lot of different paths. And I think that's so real. It's like we in this generation have a lot of skills that we don't apply because we just go into corporate. And I think that's like doing a huge disservice to ourselves, because like we are all multifaceted human beings. I don't care how your brain is wired, you like more than one thing. That's just the bottom line. I think if you like just one thing, it's a little scary and you need to reevaluate your life a little bit, because you're probably like compartmentalizing and just focusing on one thing because you feel like you have to, not because you want to. But there's a lot coming, ups and downs, as we've said. Please let me know what kind of content you guys want to see from me. I have some amazing ideas which we can get into in further videos, but let's start the journey once again.